reflect a bit on, you mentioned this at the beginning, sort of the difference between a sibling dying when you're a child versus a sibling dying kind of in older age. And also, with obviously a particular interest of mine, because our daughter was stillborn, I've wondered about the impact on that on her sister, because she never got to meet her. And she was sort of 3 when it happened. And sometimes I wonder about that. So I wonder if you could just reflect a little bit on, the age as a factor.
So what would be important? So what we say about surviving children when there's a sibling or a stillbirth is that they need the same truth as the adults around them, but in age-appropriate language. So very much your parents' generation, mine is a generation greater than yours because I'm probably the same age as your parents, but stillbirths were very much go home, don't think about it, and have another child. And what we know now is that you grieve as much for a stillbirth as you would anybody that is incredibly important to you, that you really, really love. And you grieve the future you dreamed for, the future that you had every right to expect. And you have images of the child and feel that grief incredibly intensely, but in some ways with more complexity because you don't have memories. You have memories of the pregnancy, but you don't have actual live memories. And so if you didn't talk to her sister about her, she would know. Was it her?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to kind of. You tell me when to stop.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I think it's an important thing to talk about. I think because again, it's a situation where I think most of the focus is on the parents, especially the mother. But actually, when a child dies at whatever age, it does affect all the siblings, and a lot of the focus goes on to the parents, doesn't it? So, I think it's important to talk about it.
So it's allowing everything, I guess, that she can be sad, she can be happy, she can be cross, she can be curious. You need to be able for her to be able to ask you questions and to be told the truth. And basically what she needs a story that helps her understand and make sense of what has happened. So in a language that is very concrete, not metaphors like we lost her or she's gone to heaven, but that, I was pregnant, I had a healthy pregnancy, and then whatever you would say went wrong. Very sadly, she died. That means that her body doesn't work anymore, that she couldn't live. I feel very sad for her. I really miss her. I will always miss her. And then, let them tell you. So with children, I often say to them, what's your worry? And her first worry would be, have I still got my mum? Am I going to lose my mum? And her second worry would be, am I going to die? And her third one might be, are you going to die? Because it will be her first experience of death. And where is she? Is she coming back? Because, children are magical thinking. They lose things every day and find them all the time. So, well, not all the time, but that she needs to know that it's permanent.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, I remember just that kind of literal thinking. I remember after a while, our daughter saying to me, because we talked about how her body was in the cemetery, and the body was in the grave, and then we realised after some time that she thought it was just the body
and not the head,
without the head, without the legs, and that was pretty shocking. And then I realised, you're so right. You need to be so clear and open and honest about these things. I think that's really helpful.
I had a little 8-year-old who was having nightmares about his little sister that died because she thought they'd lost her head because he was told about the body.
I know.
Somehow got lost en route.